Good morning. It is Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Welcome to my podcast. I'm Lady T, and this is Life with Lady T. I don't know if I'm looking at the camera right. Let's see. Let's get it right. Anyway, so I want to know, how was your weekend? Please leave it in the comments. Somebody comment in my comments. I get no comments. So I'll leave the first one after the live. So my weekend was very good. Um, Started out just kind of hanging out at the house, not doing too much. Wasn't feeling very well, but I got better. So I did a lot of just me time. Went to church on yesterday, on Sunday, with my girlfriend and her sister. We had breakfast afterwards. Church service was wonderful. Enjoyed it. Spoke to me, spoke to my friends. Everybody's got a message from it. So it was meant for us to go yesterday. Uh, but unfortunately, we went to a restaurant to have breakfast afterwards, and it was a disaster. Started out okay. We waited for a little while, drink our coffee, but while we were waiting, we had very good conversation, so that worked out well. Um, Dinner, lunch, breakfast did come. God, what am I thinking? Breakfast did come. It all looked great. Everybody was enjoying theirs. It was okay. I had pancakes, bacon, and eggs, and my friend had something similar that was kind of like, but my other friend had like a huge, nice looking omelet with all kinds of meats and cheeses in it. And so we were enjoying our breakfast until we got ready to leave. So I had finished my plate of food, wasn't taking anything home. My other friend had finished hers. She wasn't taking anything home. But the one that had ordered the omelet, she was going to take the other half of her omelet for tomorrow's breakfast. Well, when she was scooping it over into the tray that they gave her to put it in, a black hair was stringing out of the eggs. Yes, disgusting. So, of course, she wasn't paying for that. But the lady came over. She said, "Oh my God, she's got to wrap up her hair." And we were like, "Okay, whoever she is, yes, she does." But so when the waitress brought over the tickets, she gave me my ticket. She gave my other friend her ticket, but she didn't give the one that had the hair in the food a ticket at all. Which was, of course, shouldn't have gotten a ticket. But the response from the waitress was nothing. She laid the tickets down, didn't say, "Oh, I'm so sorry that occurred. We're not charging you anything for it." She just didn't give her a ticket, just gave us her ticket. So of course, tip was not that great. I usually give a good tip, but this tip was not that great. So, but that's not our fault. It's that restaurant's fault. And I don't want to mention their name because I don't want to I don't want to put any bad news on them. If I get pushed to shove in the comments, like let me know, let us know, then I will let you know next week. But right now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. So this war, this war is it's not even supposed to be called a war from what how the president got into this conflict is what they're saying. It should be called a conflict because there was no Congress approval of this. And with a conflict, it doesn't need Congress approval from what I hear. But anyway, we're here, we're in it. In Iran, a seventh soldier was unalived. So there's seven soldiers that are have perished in this war. Um, there also are a new leader is in place there in Iran, and it is the son of the ex-leader that perished. So looks like they're going to be in the same predicament. But yes, so that's what's happening with the war. Let's see what else is going on. They said that this new leader, the son, he is the main target right now. So I'm assuming that means they're going to get him too. So he better watch out. But yes, he's the main target, the immediate target right now over in Iran to get him and get that shut down, his leadership. because the president apparently is supposed to be putting somebody in leadership in their country, which is unbelievable. Also happening with this war is the gas prices. Gas prices here in Florida, 349. That's the highest I've seen so far, 349. When like last week it was like 319. So yeah, the gas prices are going up because they've got that canal strait that brings in 20% of our oil from what I hear. That's blocked off and none of the oil can come through. So that creates the gas prices going up because there's a shortage of gas at this moment. So let's see. My next subject is on men and women again. Yes. Last week I did men and women subject and I got a lot of views, but I especially got a lot of views on my short outtake of that live last week, which was primarily about the men and women relationship. Got over 1,700 views on the video, um, 900 and something on the first part of it, and 1,700 on the second part of it. Take a look at it if you get a chance. I think it was very interesting short that I created. So when you go in there, instead of clicking on the video, just click on shorts and you'll see my short that I created last week that got all of the views, which I'm excited about. But I want to continue that subject because it got so many views and it appears that that is a subject that people are interested in. And I can see that. And like I said, in all the social media that I look at and Instagram, um, threads now, I'm kind of linked into that, TikTok. When you see these, and just talking to people in general, when you see that many people interested in a subject, you must continue. So, um, men and women, the relationship, as I said last week, is different. We have different views, different ways we want to walk, how we want to handle our relationships. But there has to be a common ground when you're meeting a mate. I will tell you my story. My story, and I think I've told you before. Just basically the beginning of it is what's this. I just got up off the grass. I was sitting outside with some girlfriends. We were just chilling in the grass at the barracks because I was in the army at the time. And I had kept seeing this gentleman, in the barracks, around the barracks, and that I really liked. And I told my girlfriend, "Oh, I really like this guy." He was walking into the barracks that day. We were sitting on the grass, and she said, go and talk to him." I was like, "All right." So I went over there and I said, "Hi, my name is Tanya. What's your name?" And he told me his name, and I said, "Would you like to go to the carnival tonight?" That's all I could think of because there was a carnival in town, and I really wanted to hang with him. So that was the obvious thing to say. He said yes, and we never parted from that day. I mean, we have never parted. We've been together ever since that day, um, for the last 44 years. So you never know how you're going to meet that person that you're going to be attracted to and that they're a match for you. So take those opportunities if you're going to um, coffee shop, bookstore, the bar, the park, anywhere that you're going that you may want to scope out your person. I mean, it's nothing wrong with people watching. So if you see them, go after them. That's for men and women because as you heard my story. So that's my topic on men's and women's today, as far as like going after what you want, um, but also just being open, just being open to what the other person is sharing with you, being interested, taking some kind of accountability of what you're saying to them as well. You don't want to give them any baloney. You want to give them the truth, everything straightforward. Not your whole life, of course, but things that you want to share with them that you think potential partner would want to know about you. So um, your career, maybe. Uh, if you're looking for a committed relationship, that may be something you want to discuss. Or you're just looking to kind of hang out, just someone to date, just go on dates with. People, we need to know these some of these things up front. Because if you're looking for a committed relationship and that person is only looking for uh, a booty call or just to go on a date or two, then that probably not the person that you want to hook up with. So I know it's kind of open and blatant to say, I'm looking for a committed relationship in this point in my life. Um, it's honest, it's truthful. That's what you're looking for. They can't handle that, then they're not for you. That's easy. It's simple. But you have to let them know what you're trying to accomplish in your life at this point in your life. So that's my subject on relationships. So, two things I want you to know today is notice the smile. I have all my teeth. Yes, I got I call it a flipper. You just put it in there and it'll cover up the tooth that is missing on this side. So I'm not missing my tooth on this side or that side, and I'm excited about it. So I have to get used to wearing it, as you might have noticing a little bit of difficulties in my talking today. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm talking okay, but that's one of the things. And then the second thing I wanted to let you know is oh, my knees. My knees are back. They're back aching. I don't know what happened. I'm doing my stretching. I haven't been doing as much walking, so I might need to start back doing the walking. But I wasn't walking because my knees were hurting. But I'm gonna have to push through this and get this back to that beautiful Sunday that I had great movement in my knees. So just want to let you guys know that. My funny. My funny of the day. Okay, so my husband and I were watching Pop the Balloon. We love watching that show with Too Cold, and so there was a match, and so he brought the lady and the man up front, and he asked the man, "Do you want to go with this relationship? Think this is the real thing?" He says yes. And now, meanwhile, before we even got to that point, this lady um, had already said that she's Hispanic, but she spoke, you know, not only Spanish, but spoke perfect English as well. So when she got up there and when she turned to her, and me not thinking at all, I'm only thinking in the English language here, he asked her, uh, do you think this is a match? And she said, see. And I said to my husband, see? What does that mean? I'm trying to think in my head, see for what? Creamy, coming, um, cradle. I don't know what I was thinking the C was for, other than C for yes in Spanish. So it was a match for them. They both said yes, even in another language, which was Spanish, which I know C in my head all the time. I do speak a little Spanish, but that was just hilarious. My husband was like, what? And my mom was cracking up. She said, that's the funny of the week. So thanks, Mom, for letting me know that. And I included that in my podcast today. So I love you guys. Just remember, life is too short. Live it moment by moment. Enjoy every moment of it. This is Lady T, and you've been watching Life with Lady T. Peace out.